Yeah.
Hello everyone! Today I am very happy to be the host of YOBROZ talk show. My name is Thuy. I am currently working as an English tutor at YOBROZ English Club. We have a very special guest today. His name is Tuấn Anh. He's also working as an English tutor in our club. Hello Tuấn Anh.
Hello Thuy,
Yes.
Hello everybody. My name is Tuấn Anh and currently I'm an English tutor at YOBROZ Clubs too. And today I'm just feels very grateful to be with my very special companion in this talk show.
So the very first question I would like to ask you is how you learned English.
Wow, this question is really interesting, but to answer this question fully, I think it kind of takes a long time, right? But to cut it short, I started my English learning since my grade 7, and up to now it has been more than 10 years, right?
That's a long time, right?
Oh yeah, a long time. And you know, dating back in the time in high school, I just focused on learning grammar only because we didn't study communication at that time, right? So I was pretty good at passing the test in terms of grammar, but when it comes to communication, I have no idea. So when I got to university, so I was a little bit shocked because a lot of my friends at university, they could communicate very perfectly in English. So yeah, that was the remarkable time I started to learn English.
I think we are kind of the same. I also experienced
Wow.
the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At high school, I just focused on grammar and I didn't know how to speak or how to listen until I got to university.
What a coincidence, right?
Yes. So why do you think English is important?
Wow, there are a lot of reasons behind this. The very first thing I would like to refer to is that nowadays a lot of countries in the world are associated closely with each other in terms of trade or business.
Oh, you mean like globalization?
Exactly. And to become global citizens, of course we have to study English. We have no choice. And another thing I would like to mention is that job opportunities. Nowadays, a lot of companies in Vietnam require people to be good at English, especially in terms of two skills, speaking skills and writing skills. So when you have English at work, you can work at a lot of multinational companies, or at least you can work pretty efficiently with many foreign partners all around the world. Last but not least, nowadays a lot of people want to explore themselves, right, and to discover the world, to understand about the world affairs. We need to study English, right? So what do you think?
I think I share the same opinion with
Yes.
you. I think English is super important. And for me, English plays a very important role in my entire life. It helps me to relax anytime I feel stressed. And with English, I can read a lot of books that are not like translated into Vietnamese. So
Wow.
they don't have the Vietnamese version.
Yeah.
So, and also, I love music, so English helps.
It seems to me that you attach English to your own hobby, right?
Yes,
That's the great
exactly.
job.
So, in our club, there are a lot of beginners.
Yeah, I know.
They need help. And what do you recommend them when they just started to learn?
Well, to start with, when you try to learn any kind of language, my very first advice actually is pretty personal, alright? But I believe that you need to have a very, an ideal environment to learn anything before getting down to learning it. When I say that, I mean it is pretty good when you can study English with a lot of people. It means you can join some kind of English clubs in your free time, or if you don't really have any clubs to join, or something, you need to create your own favorable condition to study English. So after having a very good environment for studying, the very first thing we need to get down to learning first is pronunciation.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, I think pronunciation is really super important.
Because I believe it is something like the nuts and bolts when you learn any kind of language, right? And grammar is important, but we just focus on something which is necessary for speaking, because speaking is more important than any other skills when it comes to English. Oh, I'm sorry, maybe listening too, right? Okay.
I would like to add that when we learn vocabulary, we should learn by topics, but not like a whole list of so many words, and then we end up not being able to remember anything.
I'm totally down with you at that point, because I believe that it may help us to avoid, learning something miscellaneous. We couldn't remember anything after all, right?
Well, and the last thing I think the beginners should do is they should go to lake. Hoàn Kiếm Lake is a very wonderful place for beginners to practice their English.
Yes, and for those who have learned in Hanoi up to now, so I believe that you guys at least come to Hoàn Kiếm Lake, right? Very familiar. And you kind of reminded me of the times when I stayed at Hoàn Kiếm Lake to practice English with foreigners. It was my best time ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. So guys, if you wanna join our club, just click the link down below. That is all the information about our club. And goodbye.
Goodbye.